Jack's Wellborn here, and I am with the Be Well Beekeepers. We are going to render some wax today. It's a cold, chilly day outside in Pulaski County, Missouri, and it's a good day for us to get some work done to prep for spring. So we are going to render some old wax in order to make some wax products with it. And we are going to render some clean wax in order to provide some wax coatings for our frames to give the girls a head start on building honeycomb. Let's get started. I have a crock pot and I'm going to utilize that to melt the clean wax. So we'll put it in there. And I'll put the lid on. We'll let that go for a while. Then I have a big old stock pot with a little bit of water in it. And I'm going to start adding this old wax to it. And these are wax cappings from when we collected honey. We had a cutout that we did last year, and we did not put the honeycomb in an extractor. We just mashed it up and strained it in this strainer here. I'm also going to put in these old pieces of wax foundation. They have wire in them, but we'll be straining everything so that no wire gets in our final product. So we save our wax all year round. Keep a little jar out there and drop in any burr comb that we find. And that way we're not putting it on the ground where the wax moths and the small hive beetles will find it and utilize it for food and procreation. So all of this will go in here, and I'll show that to you. Then I'll come back to you a little later when it's melted down. So this is what we have going on. And I have the things that we need, including a sieve, some pantyhose, some roller brushes, and some molds. So we'll hopefully get all that taken care of in a little while. It's been about 30 minutes since I put the wax in. This is the dirty wax, and we're up to a boil now. I'll be turning it down to a simmer and letting it go for a while. And this is the clean wax. It is just melting down. And I'll use roller brushes to add it to these frames. So, the old wax has melted and I am straining it out, and then I will continue with the cleaning process after that. The wax for the frames is already melted and staying warm until I'm ready to do that work. Okay, here is the strained wax. I poured it off into here using this filter, and then I put it back into the pot, and I am going to set it off the table so that it can cool. I'll begin working on those frames shortly. Okay, so now I have the wax solidified on the top of the liquid. I've gone outside and poured off most of the water. And let's see what we get. Okay, so this is the disc that we got. It'll be dirty on the bottom. Let's see what that looks like. Yeah, so the water still has some of the dirt on it, but we're going to scrape that off, and then we're going to melt and do this whole process over again to get some more of the dirt out of the wax. So I'm about to wax this foundation. It is plastic foundation, and we'll use a thin coat of wax put on by that roller and see how that goes. Most of this is wax that we melted last year and formed into blocks. I remelted it earlier, and we're going to soak the foam roller, let it drip, and then run it back and forth, applying a thin coat of wax. Basically to the tops, the ridges, trying not to get quite a lot into the cell. It's pretty cool in my basement, so you can see it drying pretty quickly. This is the first time that I've done this, so I'm doing my best. Hopefully it will be good enough. I'll finish these up and then I'll end the video for tonight. Oops. Thanks for watching.